Goals! Well, folks, the end is nigh. The end of 2021, that is. I've always heard the older you get, the faster time seems to pass you by, and I've got to say, it's true. If the years fly by like this when I'm not even quite 30 yet, I'm going to be elderly in a few more eye blinks. But I'm not here to talk about the rate of aging or its philosophical implications. Rather, with 2022 right around the corner, I thought I'd take a much more cliché route and focus on goals and resolutions for the new year. After all, who doesn't enjoy embracing that clean slate feeling you get when the calendar turns from December to January? It gives you a sense of strength and clarity that tells you can do anything. Set your goals high. Go big or go home. Well, I'm already home, so I guess there's only one way for me to go. In all seriousness, though, my goal in sharing my goals, is partially to help clarify and solidify them in my own mind. Resolving to do something is great, but I find it doesn't truly begin to manifest in reality until it's written down. It's a simple thing, perhaps even inconsequential, but it's the first step in moving towards your goal. I also want to create an atmosphere of accountability. No, I don't expect readers of my blog to reach out and check in on my progress, though if that's your fancy, feel free to do so. Just don't be judgmental about it, please. I'm not so deluded to think that sharing my goals with the worldwide interwebs will magically give me the tenacity to follow through, but again, it's a first step in that direction. I will, of course, also seek out real people whom I have real relationships with to act as real accountability partners. For real. 2 quick disclaimers before I jump into putting my goals out there. First, these resolutions are not exhaustive or all-encompassing. I'll mostly stick to things related to voiceover that I hope to accomplish this year, considering this is my voiceover blog. Second, these are my goals in their initial basic iteration. If you're reading this and feel the need to comment that my goals aren't SMART, i.e. specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, know that I'm aware. Think of these as my starter Pokemon goals. In the coming days and weeks, I will train them and they will grow stronger, faster, and smarter, eventually evolving into their full and final form. At that point, they'll have enough attack power to help me tackle 2022. Because who wouldn't be ready to take on the new year with a freaking Charizard at their side? Am I right? Okay, without further ado, let's talk goals. If I had to pick one word to describe my experience with voiceover in 2021, it would be explore. Last year was my initial foray into the incredible world of VO. I jumped in wide-eyed, excited, and equipped with my trusty pal Google to help me figure out how to VO. It's been a journey of discovery, learning through trial and error, meeting amazing friends and colleagues who have taught me so much, and gaining first-hand experience. I'm so grateful for all I've accomplished and learned in 2021. That said, as much fun as I had exploring the VO realm, I really didn't have a plan. So my VO word for 2022 is going to be establish. Last year was about getting my feet wet, seeing what opportunities are available, and learning as much as I could. With that knowledge and those experiences in mind, 2022 is going to be about constructing a firm foundation to build my VO business upon. I want to take a step back from all the auditions and trying to land every little gig I can, though I will certainly still do a lot of that, and focus on establishing myself as a professional. I want to move from hobby to enterprise, and I want my business to have longevity. Much of this year will be dedicated to building the launchpad from which my hopefully long and successful career in VO will take off in earnest. Goal number 1, create a business plan. A couple of months ago, I listened to the audiobook version of Michael Gerber's The E-Myth Revisited, in which Gerber walks readers, or listeners, through the life steps of a business and teaches them how to grow a business in a productive, assured way. The book is full of great information and, needless to say, is not one I was able to fully benefit from after listening through one time. I have since picked up a print copy of the book and plan to read it again early this year, meticulously picking out the gems of building a successful business. Furthermore, the eMyth website also has a stockpile of helpful resources, templates, and learning guides to help anyone become an entrepreneur. One of my first VO goals for this year will be to utilize these resources to plot out an actual business plan to get my hopes and dreams out of my head and into reality. Goal number 2, brand research. Out of my excitement to take the plunge into VO last year, I created a website and various social media platforms in an attempt to present a professional front and be accessible to potential clients. While I am proud of what I was able to create, I did so without any substantial research into branding, or really an understanding of how important branding is. Along with creating a business plan, this year I will also establish a clear and concise brand that will not only help clients know exactly what they will get if they work with me, but will also help me stay focused on who I am and what I want to accomplish. To help me do this, I'm working through Celia Siegel's Voiceover Achiever, in which she passionately helps voiceover talent discover and create their own authentic brands. With over 30 years in the business, Siegel knows her stuff, and she has expertly crafted tons of exercises to aid artists in their branding journeys. Goal number 3, coaching. I've talked before about the importance of coaching in VO, so this year I intend to put my money where my mouth is. You can learn a lot from sifting through Google and watching YouTube tutorials, but nothing replaces one-on-one direct instruction from someone who has experience and knows what they're talking about. I had the pleasure of receiving a little bit of coaching this past year, and it was incredible how much I learned in just a few sessions. This year, I'll be working with a new coach, Scott Burns, who was very highly recommended, in a few different VO genres. I'm excited to learn from his expertise, receive personal direction that is tailored to my strengths and weaknesses, and become better than I could be on my own. And there you have it, my top 3 VO goals for 2022. Talking them out here has sort of acted as an exercise in brainstorming for me, so thank you for allowing me to sort out my thoughts. As I mentioned before, my goals will get smarter in the coming weeks, but as I look at the basics of what I hope to achieve this year, I'm feeling excited to start establishing myself as the voiceover artist I know I can become. What goals do you have for the new year? Will you be starting any new endeavors in 2022? Regardless of what kind of year 2022 is shaping up to be for you, I wish you all the best in whatever you decide to pursue. May the next 12 months be a season of growth, success, and joy for all of us. Until next time, friends, keep telling stories.